everyone. How are you doing? What is today? December 5th, Saturday. I'm a complete deer in the headlights with Christmas. Christmas? What Christmas? Yeah, haven't done a thing. Nothing. Not a thing. I've got a really great book to read. I'm reading We Were the Lucky Ones by Georgia Hunter. I can't put it down. It's a World War II novel. Oh, wow. Will that throw things into perspective? We've had a rough year, but nothing like what people went through during World War II. Now, I hope you're doing well. I have a lot to show you. I'm bristling with ideas to bring to you. But I don't want to, I don't want you to feel like it's a sip of water with a fire hose. So I'm going to pare it down, keep each installment that I bring to you rather simple. Today I'm going to be matching fabric to patterns. Patterns to fabric? Which came first, the pattern or the fabric? I think that most of the time, when I choose a pattern and say, oh, I love this, I'm gonna make this, I go over to my selection of fabric and inevitably I pull out some fabric that I like better than the pattern and I have to go back to the patterns and start over. Now matching the fabric to the pattern instead of the other way around. I also, oh my gosh, I am so excited about my order from Metro Textiles in New York City. It arrived very quickly. Shipping was not cheap. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shipping was not cheap. However, I had made up my mind to support a small business, and that's what I want to do a whole lot more of in 2021. So I paid the high shipping, which was $18. But it got here, I think in 2 days, maybe 3 days. So that was great. I want to show you all of that so much, but I just showed you fabric, right? So I think today I'm going to bring you, I'm matching fabric to patterns. I choose my fabric first, and there's a lot to choose from, and I love all my fabric. You know, it's interesting about fabric stashes, as people call it, supply. I prefer to call it fabric supply because it's a supply for our craft that we use. It's just one more tool, really. We can get a little freaked out about fabric, but I don't think there's any need to. There's a million jillion fabrics out there. If we mess one up, chances are there's going to be another that will sweep us off our feet and we won't even be thinking about the one we may have messed up or been a little disappointed in. So fabric supplies, some people say, I could not have a huge fabric supply. It would make me nervous. It would trouble me. And in fact, my neighbor, who has since moved away, and I miss her so much, when Anita would come over, she would kind of stare around at my fabric towers, most of which are glass, so that I can see all of my beauties. And she'd say, how can you stand it? How can you stand all this fabric? It would make me very uneasy. And I respect that because we're all different. But I love my fabric. I routinely take shelves out of it, the entire shelf. I'll just pull it all out and let it fall on the floor. And then I'll start picking it up and looking at each piece. And then I refold it again and put it back in. So my fabric's always being moved around because I love to handle it. I just do. I didn't know I was gonna grow up to become a fabric addict. I did not know that this was gonna happen in my 54th year, I think is when I returned to sewing. but man, I fell, and I fell hard. And I love fabric, so the more the merrier. When I started my channel, which I believe was in summer of 2018, I said, no problem with all my fabric. I'm giving myself a 10-year window, a 10-year time limit to use it all up. Of course I can sew it all in 10 years. Well, yeah, that's if I had stopped right then and there collecting fabric. But we all know that didn't happen. So maybe I better tack on like another 6 years and call it my 16-year window of time to sew all my fabric. We won't discuss how old I'll be in 16 years. Hopefully, maybe on my way out. But let me show you what I've done. Now, the first piece, oh gosh, I'm a little excited about this. This is a gold stripe, and it is from Metro Textiles. It's a bold stripe. It is just the most luscious cotton, I think, that could be. So it's got a little bit of sheen to that stripe. Okay, it's dressy. It's a pure white and a pure gold, and it shines just a little bit. So I was looking at this because when I saw it on the website, I thought, ooh, that's gonna make a fabulous shirt dress. But then I got it in hand and the feel of it is so luxurious. I thought, I think it needs to go a little bit dressier than a shirt dress. And why not make it a Christmas dress? So then I got patterns out and I start searching and looking and searching and looking, and then I thought, no, I can't make a dress. I don't know which way are these stripes supposed to go. I don't really want to match stripes. I don't know what to do. Woe is me. So then I came back to the dress idea because I found a perfect dress for this fabric. It's one that I ordered off eBay. It is Butterick 6158. I am going to take a little bit off the length of this one, okay? I'm going to make it a little bit shorter so that my flounce ends probably 2 to 3 inches above the knee. I will have the stripes going around me for the main body of the dress, and for the flounce, I will turn it. And I will have the flounce going this way. I may add a little bit of an embellishment at the neckline. I'm not sure. Colin thinks it needs a contrast color, but that's when I was thinking of a big circle skirt with like a fuzzy gold lurex crop top. And there is fuzzy gold lurex to be had online. I found some on Etsy. But then I thought that's kind of taking a risk to match that gold exactly. So I went back to the dress idea. This beautiful stuff, I believe it was maybe $13 or $15 a yard, and it was 60% off. Like I say, it feels like silk, and it's 100% cotton. My next fabric is birds, and I think I showed you bird fabric the last time, but this is different. And this is an odd purchase for me because it came from Joann, and I never buy fabric at Joann. I thought it was really pretty, and it was on sale, and it was eons ago, way before the pandemic, when I was there, and so I bought it. I believe it was $7 a yard. They cannot match or even touch Fabric Mart's prices, but I bought it, and I still like it. You know, some of those fabrics, some of the fabrics we buy, you get them, you're in love with them, you think it's a great idea, and you let a little time go by for the fabric to marinate, and you get it out again and go, I don't like it. But I do like this, And I chose a brand new pattern that I got again off of eBay. So many of these patterns I'm showing you came off eBay. I thought that was adorable. It has ruffles, and so I want a real drapey, loosey-goosey fabric. I don't want anything stiff. I want those ruffles to lie pretty close to the body. So I am interested in making, I don't want to show you my fingernails. I'm interested in making this one right here, which is view C. I love it. And they have you attach ribbon to make the ties. So I like that too, because ribbon, that's easy. No sewing a skinny little tube and trying to turn it. They also show this out of lace. See, B's, the bottom half of B, that's all lace. But I'm gonna go with C, and I'm going to use my bird fabric from Joann, rayon Shalley, and I'll wear it with a white t-shirt underneath with jeans. This is a beautiful rayon Shalley that came from fabric.com. It is a Telio. It was on sale for $5.98, about $6 a yard. And it's just very, very vibrant, a happy color. I'm hoping that I have enough for the pattern I picked, which was another one off eBay. And this is Vogue 8468, a yoke with gathers and flouncy sleeves. I'll do the one with sleeves. Again, I don't want things sticking out, so I'm choosing a drapey woven for that pattern. If I don't have enough of this, because I'm rather infamous for doing that, let's see, that's about 1, 2, yeah, I have about 2.5 yards. So I'm hoping to get this out of it. I won't line it, even though this dress calls for a lining. I prefer to just have the rayon Shalley with no lining. I love this pattern. This is Simplicity 8059. You get a ton of stuff in there, but I'm gonna make that asymmetrical tunic. I have made it before. It is extremely flattering with the asymmetric hem. Who knew? Makes you look taller or something. And for that one, even though that, yeah, that does call for a knit, and this is a knit. This is an ITY paisley. By now we know that ITY stands for interlock twist yarns. They twist the fibers when they are weaving this fabric, and you get a super stretchy result. And ITY is nice because you can fold it up, take it out of your suitcase or closet or drawer, and it's not wrinkled. So it's a very forgiving fabric as far as wrinkles go. You do need a pressing cloth because it is synthetic. And that is going to be a quick tunic that I can pull on with jeans or my navy blue Bangaline skinny quick sew pants. Next up, Simplicity 8548, a pullover knit dress with pockets and raglan sleeves, and I chose this ultra soft, it's almost like a brushed sweater knit. I thought this would look really cute with black tights and boots. I don't think I sit, speaking of asymmetric. And I've also just learned from a chiropractor that she said basically everything we were taught in aerobics and fitness tapes from the 90s is wrong. You do not put shoulders back and down. You merely put them down. You do not suck in your belly button toward the back. She said that's not good. Women should let their bellies be. Let them be. And I said, look, I've been sucking in my stomach since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I don't think I can learn to let my belly hang out. And she said, well, you should. And she said, don't sit with your legs together and don't sit all the way back in a chair. She had a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, am I doing anything right? She goes, well, no, you're not walking correctly. You're not standing correctly. And that about covered it. So it was like, okay, great. Anyway, I thought I would make this and wear it with black tights and boots. Okay, that'll be a cute, warm little dress. And finally, a Butterick tunic. This is for a woven. It is B6663. I love the dip in the front. That is also a very flattering style. This was some rayon Shalley for $4.50 that I got off of Fabric Mart. How I love them. This is a small scale print in really appealing colors of yellow, black, and white. I realize this is kind of a rayon Shalley heavy show and tell, isn't it? But it is my favorite fabric to sew with. And see, I'm sitting lopsided again. Of course, I'm on a couch. Don't we just kind of sit lopsided on a couch? We have our tree. That is the only thing that we have for Christmas. And Brad and I brought it in the door, and Colin said, gosh, it's kind of small, isn't it? I thought, no, it's not small. I felt defensive. And then we set it up, and I said, gosh, it's kind of small, isn't it? But then I said, look, 2020 has not been a good year. We'll just close it out with a very spare, small Christmas tree. So Brad is up in the attic right now with Colin getting down the decorations, and we're going to trim the tree before I make dinner. And I'll show you the tree when it's all gussied up. That's about it for now. I was matching fabric to patterns. I hope you like my choices, and tell me how you do it. Do you pick the pattern first or the fabric first? Inquiring minds want to know. That's gonna do it for me, and here's the sneak preview of what I got from Metro Textiles. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. So I'll be back with all of that. And in the meantime, don't rush with Christmas. I am convinced that we are all under this myth that we need to hurry. We don't need to hurry. We don't need to hurry. It takes away so much enjoyment when you rush. So do like I do. Have some chocolate, read your novel, and wonder how it's going to get done. But know that it will. It will get done. And, you know, have yourself a merry little Christmas with maybe a little tree and a few decorations. We're not going to go over the top this year because we don't have the energy, do we? I finished sewing a pair of joggers that I love. That same simplicity pattern. They're not exciting, so I didn't wear them. I'm wearing one of my favorite patterns of all time, which is Simplicity. Is that a giant string? No, that's from Fabric. It's Simplicity 8332. I've made so many dresses. This one I put some little lace around the hem, and it's made out of a beautiful crepe from Fabric Mart. All right, I'll bid you adieu, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for all your wonderful comments, and Merry Christmas prep. Don't rush. Talk to you later. Bye.